because geometry plays a very important role in most of the mathematical topics, ranging from limit, integral, sequence, derivative, so so many mathematical topics. Trigonometry has their own role in most of the mathematical topic, and then remembering the special angles is a very necessary task. And exactly, there is a trick for us to remember all the special angle in trigonometric circle, unit circle. Okay, so this is a circle, and in the unit circle we have 4 different quadrants. The first one, the second, the third, and the fourth. For the first quadrant, you have to remember the first 3 special angles of the unit circle. The first one is 30 degree, 45, and 60. This is 0. So the direction of the angles is moving in the opposite direction of the clock hand. When the clock hand moving like this, and then the angle moving in the opposite way, in the opposite direction. Okay, so this is compulsory, this is necessary, this is important for us to remember these 3 angles. So when I make it into radian, I got this is 3/6, this pi over 6, sorry, pi over 4, and this is pi over 3. Remember, the bigger denominator means smaller degree. The smaller denominator mean bigger degree. So there are only 3 degrees for us to remember: 30, 45, and 60. So when you see 6 as denominator, you can automatically know that this is 30 degree. This must be the smallest degree compared between the 3 in the first quadrant. And the middle degree, you don't have to remember, because this easy, because right in the middle of 30 and 60, just try to remember these 2. Remember the 30 and the 60 degree. Okay, going to the second quadrant, you just do like this. Okay, just do like this, like this, like this. Okay, and remember, in the second quadrant, you just take 1 away from the denominator and then make it as a numerator. And for example, this is 3, so I take 1, take 1 away, it becomes 2, so I take 2 as the numerator, so it becomes 2 pi over 3. You keep the same denominator but different numerator. These 2 resulting from taking 1 away from 3. Okay, so in the same way, you take 1 away from 4, it becomes 3, and you take 3 as the numerator, so it becomes 3 pi over 4. Also, this 6, when you take 1 away from 6, it becomes 5, and you take it as the numerator, you get 5 pi over 6. Is it easy? Yeah, it is. So now move on to the third quadrant. So you draw like this, okay, and then you draw like this, and the middle one is right in the middle. Because this is in the third quadrant, the degree must be bigger. This is 180, this is pi, okay, this is pi, and this is pi over 2. 0, pi over 2, pi. Because this is in the third quadrant, the degree must be bigger, and then you have to do like this. You don't take 1 away from the denominator, you add 1 back. to the denominator to make it as a numerator. So 6 adding another one, it becomes 7. So you take 7 as a numerator, it becomes 7 pi over 6. Remember to keep the same denominator. 6 is still 6, but the difference is the numerator. This is pi over 4, so you add 1, it becomes 5, so you get 5 pi over 4. And this is 3, when adding 1 it becomes 4, and then you get 4 pi over 3. And this is pi over 2, you add 1 it becomes 3, so you got 3 pi over 2. Okay, interesting? Yes. So how about the last quadrant, the first one? How do we remember it? Okay, this time you need to take the denominator multiplied by 2 and subtract 1. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 2 is 6, and do subtract 1, it becomes 5. So this one you get 5 pi over 3. How about 4? 4 times 2 is 8. You're taking 1 away from 8, and then it becomes 7. So 7 pi over 4. The last one is 6. You times 6 by 2, you get 12. 12, you subtract 1 away, it becomes 11. 11 pi over 6. Okay, so how do you think? Is it the effective way? Is it workable or something? So now we can get all the special angles in the unit circle by just remembering the first 3 special angles in the first quadrant. Okay, just a quick review. Just remember that all the special angle in the second quadrant, you have to take 1 away from the denominator to make it as a numerator. 3 take 1 away, 2. 4 take 1 away, 3. 6 take 1 away, 6, 5. And for the third quadrant, because the angle becomes bigger, and then you have to add 1 to the numerator to make it denominator to make it the numerator. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 6 plus 1 is 7. So and so forth. Okay, and the last quadrant, this is the biggest degree, the biggest angles, and then you take denominator multiply by 2, subtract 1 to make it at the numerator. 3 times 2 is 6, 6 minus 1 is 5, like that. Okay, so thank you for watching. I hope this video can help you to remember the special angle. This is very important in complex number, in limit, in integral, in the differential equation, so in so many subjects, mathematical topics. Okay, so thank you for watching.